Hey guys, welcome. For today's practice, you're going to want to have something to use for a strap. You can use a belt, a scarf, anything like that will work. And if you like to have blocks for standing poses, I would have those nearby. And to set your strap off to the side for right now and start in whatever feels like a comfortable seat. I'm sitting up on one of my blocks. If you'd like to sit up on a pillow or blanket, you can grab one of those too. And then to start either with your hands down to your thighs, sometimes that feels a little bit more grounding. If you turn your palms up, that can sometimes feel a little bit more energizing. So choose what you need today. And then to start to bring your attention to your breath. And just take a few fuller breaths, sometimes even a couple of cleansing breaths feel good, in through your nose, out through your mouth. What helps you to start to make the transition and settle in here for practice? And then once you have that, bring your attention to the central channel of your body. We think about that as the place that runs from the crown of our head right down our center, all the way down to the tailbone. Right? This is our midline, what keeps drawing us back to center. We're going to work today in a practice of twists. And from each twist, always coming back here to this central channel so that we start to play with what it feels like in our bodies, right? When we're pulled one direction and the other, how we come back, what that might feel like in our breath or in our mind. And so we play with this in our practice, like we do for so many things that we learn how to do, so that we start to create this muscle memory for drawing ourselves back to center. I mean, sometimes we get pulled so far one direction or the other, right, that we want to find this place where we can reset easily and come back. And so I invite you to think about that today as we practice. What helps bring you back to center when we feel off kilter, off balance, right? Too much energy, too little energy? What draws you back? Good. Take a couple more breaths like that. See if you can find a place that's balanced even here on your inhale and your exhale. And then just gently open your eyes. Good. Come off your support. Find your way to tabletop. And once you get there, just set up your foundation. As always, spread out wide through your fingers. Take a broad enough stance with your hands, right, wide enough so that it feels like there's a lot of space for your collarbone. Sometimes our hands end up coming in pretty narrow. There's not a lot of room to move. Press down through your fingertips, lift up through your low belly, and then even hug your outer waistline in. Start to feel that support. Keep that. Inhale, reach your right leg out behind you, bring it parallel to the ground or moving in that direction. And then flex your right foot. Roll your inner right thigh up towards the ceiling just to level out through your pelvis. All right, feel that place of your central channel from the crown of your head all the way out through your tailbone. Even here, as we start to get a little off balance, it brings us back to center. Take a full breath in. With your exhale, step your right foot all the way over to the left side of your mat. Look back at your foot. We'll move a little bit here with breath. Inhale, come back through center. And then exhale, knee to nose, come right down the center. Press your hands into your mat. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, step across, right foot over to your left. Look back at your foot. Inhale through center. Exhale, knee to nose. Press your hands firmly down so you can round a little through your back body like cat pose. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, step across, right foot over to your left. Back to center, inhale. One more time, knee to nose, curl it, squeeze it in, exhale. Inhale, lengthen back. And then exhale, both knees down to your mat. Switch sides, left leg back. And just take that moment to level out through your pelvis. As you flex your foot, roll your inner left thigh up. Strong belly, long spine, inhale. Exhale, step across, left foot over to your right. Back to center, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Press your hands down, round through your back, hug your knee in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step across. Just start to find your breath rhythm match the movement in your breath. To center, inhale, knee to nose, exhale. Lengthen back, inhale, and step across, exhale. One more, inhale, and then exhale, knee to nose, hug your knee up, hug your heel up, press your hands down. Lengthen back, inhale, and then both knees down, exhale. And from here, keep your hips high, walk your hands forward, heart melting pose, come straight down the center. And you can always place a block underneath your forehead here, especially if it feels like the shoulders pinch at all. A little bit of height and support there can feel good. Stay strong with your hands, right? So really root your hands down, and then roll your eyes of your elbows up towards the ceiling. They're probably not going to move much. They'll give you a little more wrap of your shoulder blades. Stay lifted through your belly as you let your heart sink and settle down towards the mat. And then with your next inhale, walk your hands back to center. Good. Press down through your hands. Stretch back, downward facing dog. And take a couple full breaths in down dog. And start to feel into both sides of your body. And sometimes one feels a little bit more active, alert than the other. Sometimes one tends to feel tighter or more constricted than the other. We're often not balanced side to side. And just start to notice how each side is feeling. And see if you can bring your attention again back to that central line of your body, crown of your head through tailbone. Feel like you're drawing everything back in towards the stability of that central line. Take one more full round of breath. And with your inhale, lift to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Walk, step, or hop, front of your mat. With strong legs, inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Take one more like that. Press down through your feet, lengthen out through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, bring your hands together at your heart. Good. Root down through your feet. Hug your inner legs into center, right? Great way to start to draw energy back into that midline of the body. And press hands into your heart, lift your chest. Get steady with your breath. Inhale, sweep both arms up. And exhale, sweep your right arm back, left arm forward to twist. Keep that strength of your legs hugging in, and then even draw shoulder blades strongly onto your back as you reach out through your fingertips. Inhale, come back to center, reach both arms up. Exhale, twist, left arm back, right arm forward. Strong legs into midline. Shoulder blades in towards your spine, and then open up, spread out wide. Inhale, both arms back up. Exhale, fold forward. Lift halfway, take a breath in, get really long all the way through that central channel. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back, high plank. And just take one breath in here, stay lifted through your belly, rooted through your fingertips. And with your exhale, lower all the way down. And tops of your feet down, and then inhale, lift up through head, chest, shoulders, cobra pose. Exhale, lower down, stretch back, down dog. And take 2 full rounds of breath, balanced on your inhale and your exhale. Next, inhale, lift to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Walk, step, or hop, front of your mat. Lift halfway, inhale, long spine, root through your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, just follow your breath rhythm. Exhale, hands together at your heart. Good, keep going with breath. Reach up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, breath in. And then exhale, fold, step your left foot back. Root down through your feet. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead, crescent lunge. And then exhale, sweep, right arm back, left arm forward to twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, plank. Take a breath in. And then with your exhale, either with bent knees or straight legs, lower all the way down. In cobra pose, inhale, anchor through your feet. Draw your shoulder blades onto your back. Exhale, lower down. Stretch back, down dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step through. Root down through your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, sweep, left arm back, right arm forward to twist. Inhale, both arms back up through center. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, plank. Full breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Good. Strong legs. Inhale, float up, cobra. Exhale, lower down, stretch back, down dog. And take 2 even, steady rounds of breath. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, bring right knee across towards left elbow. Slide your shoulders forward over your wrists. Inhale, stretch back. And then exhale, draw across, knee towards elbow. Inhale, sweep back. One more time, come across just like that, tabletop. Press your hands down, round through your back. Come forward, inhale. And step all the way through, exhale, come to lunge. Right, set up a nice wide stance side to side, give yourself stability there. And then inhale, come all the way up, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your hands together at your heart. And just feel yourself hugging into that midline to the center. Squeeze your legs in, press your palms together, and stay long out through the top of your head. Take a breath in. With your exhale, twist, bring your left elbow over to your right knee. Keep your back leg strong. Sometimes as we twist, it wants to drop down. And then keep that stability of your legs in the center. Lengthen out through the top of your head. Let's roll your chest towards your thumbs. Let your body slide into the twist. Inhale, unwind, come back to center to the midline, and then straighten your front leg. Your inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, fold forward, long pyramid pose. You could grab blocks here. Blocks under hands might be nice for a little bit more support. The mat feels really far away. And then from that, twist, start to bring yourself back to center. Squeeze legs in. And with strong legs, let the top of your head get heavy. And the crown of your head start to reach down towards your mat. Take a couple breaths. You can always keep a bend in the front knee. Sometimes that's nice, right, if the back line of the leg's feeling a little bit tighter, or if you're super mobile and the knee feels like it tends to press back towards the back of the knee. Find a little softness there. Good. Next, inhale, lift halfway. Plant your hands, step back, down dog. Full breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back. And then exhale, left knee over towards right elbow, come across to twist. Inhale, stretch it back. And exhale, knee across. Hug your inner thigh up, press your hands down. Inhale, stretch back. Good. Come one more, chin towards chest. Hands down, inner thigh up. Lengthen back, inhale. Step all the way through, exhale. Good. And so sometimes that wider stance, taking your left foot out to the left, gives you a little bit more stability, especially when you come into the twist, and that requires some balance. And then with your inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands together at your heart. And squeeze front heel towards back toes. Feel that. Hug into center. Gently press your hands together and lengthen up through your spine. Full breath in. And then exhale, twist, right elbow across to your left. And back leg strong. And keep your outer left hip strong, hugging in and under. And from there, lengthen out through the top of your head. And then the same, start to roll your chest towards your thighs or towards your thumbs. That would be easier. And just start to move into the twist with your breath. And from the twist, inhale, unwind, come back to center. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Inhale, reach both arms up. And then exhale, fold. So you're just in this nice long pyramid pose up on the ball of the back foot. Keep that stability of the inner legs. Soften your upper body, let it fold in towards your front thigh. Again, maybe a little bend in the front knees, maybe block for support. Right? Find the place that feels strong and hugging in, but that you're not forcing, you're not straining. Next, inhale, lift halfway, plant your hands, step back, high plank. And take a full breath in, strong through your belly, rooted through your fingers. With your exhale, lower all the way down. And tops of your feet down. Inhale, float up through head, chest, shoulders, cobra. And exhale, lower down, stretch back, down dog. And sometimes just that little sequence, the vinyasa, like a rinse and reset. When we're moving one side and then the other, poses that aren't symmetrical. It's just doing something that feels straight down the center can help us hug back in. Next, inhale, lift to toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, walk, step, or hop. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands together at your heart. Your legs strong to center, belly lifted. Lift heart to hands. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Settle weight to your heels. And then bring your hands together at your heart. All right, stay low in the bend of your knees, but get long through your spine. Take a breath in. Yep, and then exhale, twist. Left elbow over to the right. All right, so same idea in some ways as the lunge. You want to keep the inner legs hugging in. Even if there's a little space, just feel like you're squeezing them in towards center. And then as you lengthen out through your spine, we make room for the twist. And start to rotate center of your chest towards your thumbs. And make sure there's enough room for breath in the twist. And start to shift your weight to your right foot. Come up onto the ball of your left foot. Give yourself an inhale here. And then with your exhale, slowly float your left leg back in a twisted crescent lunge. Keep inner legs strong. Lengthen out through the crown of your head, like making space through that channel. And just twist around that central channel of the body. Good. Next, inhale, take a big step all the way forward. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, fold. If they're not already, bring your feet together. And then with your inhale, lift up onto the balls of your feet. Keep your feet together, your knees together. Exhale, squat. Make it a little popping in the knees. I just got that. And keep the legs hugging into center. And then just start to curl up into a little ball. You can walk your hands forward. Draw your chin in towards your chest. Just feel everything hugging back into center. And oftentimes it takes setting it up in our physical body, right? How does it feel to come back, to keep returning back to that midline? So that then our breath and our mind know how to follow that once we've created the muscle memory for it. And walk hands back. Straighten your legs, fold forward. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands together at your heart. Second side, both arms up, inhale. Bend your knees, sit back, chair pose, exhale. And then again, hands together at your heart. And let yourself sit low into the bend of your knees and settle the weight back into your heels. Keep that, but stay long up through your spine. Full breath in. Exhale, twist, right elbow across to the left. And hug in, long spine. And start to move chest towards thumbs. It can also help to draw your left shoulder blade in towards your spine to help guide into the twist. Find enough room for breath. Sometimes that means moving breath into the back body when the belly is a little compressed. And start to shift weight till your left foot come up onto your right toes, ball of your foot. And start to find the steadiness there. And then with an exhale, float your right leg all the way back to lunge. If it didn't land quite right, just wiggle it around. Give yourself that space. Good. Keep the energy of hugging in as you rotate and twist. And next, inhale, step all the way forward. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, fold. And then again, feet together, knees together. Inhale, lift to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, squat. Walk your hands forward. Curl your chin in towards your chest. And just press your hands down and forward as you squeeze everything in. And we know sometimes our bodies can tell us first too when things feel really off, right? When we feel a little bit frazzled or jittery, or when our energy is really low. What are the little subtle shifts we can make then to bring us back? Walk your hands back, lift your hips. This time step back, high plank. Take an extra couple of breaths here. Root down through your hands. Press the pinky edges towards the outer edges of your mat. And traction the heels of your hands back towards your toes. Just really getting the strength of the shoulders to turn on. Full breath in. And then exhale, lower all the way down. Good. Untuck your feet. Inhale, lift up through head, chest, shoulders, cobra. I'm going to stay here an extra breath or two also. And keep tractioning the heels of your hands back. So you lift your chest up. Just get a little space in the front body after the twist. Lower all the way down. Stretch back, down dog. Next, inhale, lift to toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Walk, step, or hop front of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Root down through your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Great. Grab your strap. Once you have your strap, you can just place it over your shoulder. Either side, doesn't matter. And just start with your feet together, hands to your hips. Find a focus point for your eyes, just something to help fix your gaze on. And feel this balance of both feet, hands to hip, and the steadiness of coming back into center. Then shift your weight onto your left foot and bring your right knee up. Flex your foot. And we're going to do a little bit here with balance. So you have the choice. You can take this whole sequence with bent knee. Sometimes that's a really nice place to be. Or you can take your strap to the ball of your foot. If you can reach your peace sign fingers to your big toe and you want to go there, great. For many of us, the strap is lovely. And your foot might be a little lower. It might be parallel. Just shorten up your arms on the strap enough so that your arms are straight and your shoulders can stack over your hips. And then flex your foot and start to pull back on your strap a little bit to help lift up through the chest. Keep your gaze steady and anchor down through your left foot. Right? Notice all the things your body is trying to do to keep you centered. Right? It does this all the time. We're usually just not even paying attention. It's always working to bring us back to the place that feels balanced. Okay, and then take both ends of the strap into your left hand, right hand to your hip. Take a breath in, lengthen up. Then exhale, twist to your right. You can keep your hand to your hip or stretch your arm out behind you. Right, just like that vertical twist we did before. Right, as you root down, stand tall. And even in the twist, move from that central channel as you twist back. Inhale, come back to center, release. Place your strap over your shoulder, feet together, hands to your hips. Take a breath. Feels like it helps us to gather everything back together, just that breath or two at center. Okay, and then shift your weight off onto your right foot and bring your left knee up. We'll do from the side this time. And so either you can do hands in front of the shin or knee, peace sign fingers to your big toe, or strap around the ball of your foot. Right. Short enough strap so that your arms are straight and your shoulders are stacked over your hips, right? So that you're not leaning all the way back. Sometimes that happens here to compensate. Good. And then pull back on the strap or fingers to toes as you lift and lengthen up. Good. Steady gaze. Root down. I just feel like I can feel all those little fluctuations in the foot and the ankle as the body works towards balance, right? There it is. And then both ends of the strap into your right hand, left hand to your hip. Lengthen up, inhale, and then twist to your left. Keep your hand to your hip or reach your hand behind you to open up and twist. And keep the root, foot down to the ground, length, and twist. Good. Come back to center, inhale, release your strap, both feet down, and set your strap off to the side. And then just one more time, hands to hips, feet together, stand tall. Feel into that channel, crown of your head to your tailbone. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Keep feet together, knees together. Inhale, come up onto the balls of your feet. And then exhale, bend your knees and squat. Okay, few options here. One is to stay right where we were before with hands down to the mat. That could be a really nice place for balance. Right. It can help here too to lengthen your heels down towards the ground a little. They're not likely to touch, like mine aren't even anywhere close, but feels a little bit steadier sometimes. And then next stage is walk hands back to thighs. Ooh, that squeezing into center is going to help with balance again. Hands to heart. Take a breath in. And then maybe twist. Left elbow over to your right. Right, same ideas. Keep hugging into center. Spine long. Rotate chest towards thumbs. Good. Back to center. Inhale. Twist. Right elbow across to your left. Exhale. Right, hug legs in. Long spine. Rotate. Inhale. Come back to center. Exhale. Hands down to your mat. Lift your hips. Fold forward. Uttanasana. Forward fold. Good. Halfway lift. Inhale. Pause. Right. Hug legs in, lift your belly. And then as you hug your shoulder blades onto your back, stretch the top of your head forward. Feel that space all along the midline. Next, exhale, fold. Bring your hands down to your mat. Step back, plank. Good. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. The tops of your feet down. Inhale, float up through head, chest, shoulders. Exhale, lower down. Stretch back, down dog. And full breath in. Full breath out. Okay, one more round of twists. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, step through. And then shorten your stance. So pyramid pose. You want to get your whole back heel down. Turn your left toes out an inch or two to the left. And take your right foot out a little bit wider towards the right. Blocks here might be a great way to support. Get your arms closer. And support maybe if the back body's feeling a little less flexible today. Okay, and then bring your right hand to your hip. Walk your left hand across center of your mat, inside your right foot, or outside. And then use your hand on your right hip, draw the crease of your hip back. At the same time, stretch the top of your head forward. And then twist to your right. Revolve triangle, Parivrtta Trikonasana. And you can stay with hand to hip or reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Good. Stay rooted through your back heel, long through your spine. And as you reach up through your right arm, hug your right shoulder blade onto your back. And take a couple rounds of breath. And then inhale, unwind. From here, walk your hands forward. We're going to come to standing split. So if you like blocks or a little bit more height, right, use those there. Walk forward until your hands are under your shoulders and lift your left leg up. And level out through your pelvis here. So with foot flexed, roll your inner thigh up towards the ceiling. Okay, and then keep your left hand down to your mat. Bring your right hand to your hip. Right, find your length, inhale. And then again, twist to your right, revolved half moon, exhale. Right, hug into center. Find that stability at the midline. And then from there, twist. Hand to hip or reach up. Again, body trying to work to find balance. Every little breath. And inhale, unwind. Exhale, both feet down. And take your feet out wider. Settle your hips down, Malasana squat. Hands to heart. And come back to center. From these places that are very asymmetrical, like our physical bodies getting pulled in different directions, to where we can feel symmetry back in at center. Right? And we know when our body's moving that way, our energy's likely moving that way. So we pause, we regroup, and then we move from there. Sometimes we have to do this all day long. Pause, regroup, come back to center. Over and over again. Release your hands, lift your hips. Step your right foot back, pyramid pose. Right, so again, that shorter stance, you can get your whole back heel down and wide enough to give some stability. So you can walk your left foot over to the left side of your mat. Again, blocks if that would feel better here. And bring your left hand to your hip. Walk your right hand across center, inside or out. Hug legs in. And you draw the crease of your hip back. Sometimes as we twist, it kind of wants to shorten up through the side body. Keep that length. Top of your head long, rotate your chest up. Press down through your back heel. Reach your top arm up. Good. Hug in. Twist. And stay long. And I think when we know what brings us back to center, like what are the things that do it for you? Time alone, time with people, meditation. Right? When we know that, it brings us back to center quicker. The reset is quicker. Inhale, unwind. Walk your hands forward, standing splits. Blocks if that feels good for a little more height. Hands underneath shoulders. Level out through your pelvis. Keep your right hand down, bring your left hand to your hip. Long through your spine, inhale. Twist to your left, exhale. Hand to hip or reach your arm up. Hug in, find center, and open up and rotate. Go ahead, inhale, unwind. Exhale, both feet down, feet wide. Settle your hips down one more time, Malasana squat. Come back to center. See if you can steady out your breath. All right, sometimes coming back to breath or coming back to center is just 10 full breaths. 2 minutes of quiet. Doesn't always have to be a full hour-long practice, although that often helps. What are the quick resets? And then take your hands behind you, roll down onto your seat, come all the way down onto your back. And once you're there, bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet to your mat, and then cross right ankle to left knee, figure four. Flex your feet, hug your left knee in towards your belly, and then interlace your hands behind your thigh or in front of your shin. Just take a breath, let your back body settle. Not so much standing today. And strengthen the outer line of your right leg. So squeeze outer right knee towards outer right hip. See if that helps to draw your knee away from your shoulder. The standing twist we do can be some good heat building for the hip. Just finding a little release here for all that standing work. Okay, options. Stay right here. Or keep your left leg lifted, but release your hands. Take your left hand to your foot, right hand to your knee. So you're going to keep this same shape, but release your left foot back down to the mat. So you're in baby cradle lying down. And then you can stay just like this. This feels like, that's good in my hip. Or take the sole of your foot to the crease of your elbow, wrap your arms around. Right, options along the way, choose what's best for you. Stay here or start to straighten out through your left leg. And that might be part way, that might be too straight. See what works best for you. But keep the leg strong and active. Especially be mindful of the right ankle. Sometimes can kind of wobble around and sickle in. Where you can flex your foot and press through the outer edge of your foot. Might give you a little more support in the ankle there. Good. Take a couple breaths in stillness, or if it would feel good, a really gentle rock side to side. And then release your right foot. Bring your left foot back in. Both feet down. Feet hip width apart. Walk your heels in towards your hips. Stretch your arms long by your sides. As you press into your feet, inhale, lift your hips up, bridge pose. Come straight up the center. Press down through your heels, lift your chest up towards your chin, and press the back of your head down. And keep hands long, or snuggle your shoulders underneath and interlace. And lower all the way down, exhale. Switch sides for the figure four, so left ankle, right knee, and then draw your thigh in towards your belly. Take a hold behind hamstrings, in front of shin. One of the other options here, I apologize I didn't give this on the other side. Sometimes, especially once you start working towards that baby cradle, a little more height is helpful. So a block behind your head can give you a lot more space. It really just makes your arms longer, which helps a lot. So that is an option if you feel like you're working towards it and want to play a little bit with more support. Probably a pillow or two would work well if you've got that. Okay, right hand to right foot, left hand, nope, right hand to left foot, left hand to your left knee, and then bring your right foot down. Okay, stay just like this, right? Drawing the leg in, or crease of your foot to the crease of your elbow. Stages along the way. Here, or stretch your right leg out to or towards straight. Right, and that lift of the block underneath the head just gets your upper body a little closer, which sometimes gives you a little bit more space to wrap the arms. Sometimes, maybe. Sometimes yoga just really depends on the dimensions of our body. Okay, draw your right foot back in, release your left. If you have that block, take that out. Set your legs up for bridge pose again. Arms long by your sides. Inhale, lift both hips up. Right, if wheel pose is a natural part of your practice, great. We just haven't done a ton of back bending. It's your practice and you're at home, so do what works best for you. Maybe interlace hands. Press heels down, lift chest up, and then press the back of your head back. Full round of breath. And then exhale, lower all the way down. Take your feet wide, rest your knees together, bring your hands to your belly. Take a couple breaths. And then hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins, curl your forehead up to your knees, big breath in. And then exhale, release, Shavasana. And grab support if that would feel good. Take your arms and legs out wide, let your body take up space. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. And as you settle into these last few moments of rest here, just feel again into right and left sides of the body. There's one feeling more awake, one feeling a little bit more open now. And then from those two halves, come back to that central line from the crown of your head through your tailbone. Right? Physically, energetically, the central channel of the body. And let your awareness rest there, back at center, here in Shavasana. Take fuller breaths again. And with your next inhale, take a full stretch, reach your arms up overhead, lengthen out through your legs. And then draw your knees in towards your chest, roll to your side. Press yourself all the way back up to sitting. And when you get there, draw your hands together at center. Lift heart to hands, bow head to heart. Thanks so much for sharing practice today. Namaste.